It's Chris Matlashewski with the Built in Calgary Group, and we are going over our residential sales stats for Calgary here. Lots of information that we're going to dissect today. But all in all, interesting dynamic. We are very different from the rest of the country there, and I'm going to go over some stats today on the four styles of homes. We're also going to talk about the cut line here on prices and how some markets are doing extremely well and some have slowed down a little bit. So I'm going to get right into it and show you the screen here. We're going to start with single family, and then we'll move into semi-attached row houses, and then we'll finish off there with apartments. So it's really interesting because we've seen the amount of sales for single family here perform fairly well, but there's two segments of the market there. You've got over 700 and under 500K there. And then in between that, it's just doing its own thing as it should. Under 500K performing so well right now. I mean, it's almost a no-brainer if you were looking to get more space and you had a affordable entry level house that you move into looking at selling. We have well under 2 months worth of supply there under 500K. As you get up over 700,000, that's where things get not as productive, and we are sort of seeing a bit of slowdown there. So the days on market over 700K, it's slowing down. Under 500K, pretty much popping off the shelf. But all in all, we're going to look at the numbers here. So we had about 942 sales for the month of October there. And you could see down about 29% year over year, but still very productive. Slightly dipped below September's average there of 968 sales. But we had again 15% less new listings come on the market there. And we have basically 11% year over year inventory levels that are less than last year at this time. And again, our inventory levels for single family is below that of September. So that's helping to maintain the pricing as well as creating the demand there. We're just slightly over 2 months worth of supply there. So that paired with energy prices that are doing fairly well, positive migration, as well as really good job stability and employment levels. So that's basically keeping things, days on market fairly consistent at 36 days here. And it's interesting to note that our sales to list price is sitting about 98%. It would trend higher for product that's under 500,000, and a little bit down below that of homes that are over 700,000K. We are seeing that the average price is hitting well there at 655,000, and it's right in line right now with the average sale price over the last 10 months that we're looking at this trend. So all in all, single family still continues to perform well. Let's talk about the semi-detached market there. We can see that the sales are a little bit slower than the single family, but still up 3% year to date. So, performing fairly well. We did see that 80% of the product that has been offered on the market is moving. So that is helping to keep our inventory levels just again over that 2 months of supply. So that's very productive. We can also see that our sales are up over September in September from September there. And our new listings to replenish that supply is also down. So that's one of the things that caused our months of supply to trend from 2.5 months down to just over 2 months there. Our days on market slightly creeping up there, but that's probably a little bit more due to that higher price point of semi-attached homes. And we can see that the average price is sitting around 536,000. So up from September's numbers, but still down a little bit for the last 10 months of supply there. But yet we can still see that our prices for semi-attached is up 9%. over the last year there. Okay, and talking about the row houses again, as I talked about over the last couple of months, performing extremely well. Row houses, the price point, the affordability, the size on them, the convenience factor. We are definitely seeing that the productivity on row houses is doing very well right now. We can see that the sales performance is still very strong, 320, and with the depletion of new listings coming on the market has put our months of supply at under 1.5 months right now. So again, if you are looking for a standalone, or maybe you're thinking that you want to get away from condo fees, this would be the time to really consider putting a townhouse on the market right now. Very strong productivity, able to achieve a sale in under 30 days. It's coming around 37, and just slightly a bit higher than the year-to-date average of 27 days, but still performing fairly well, with the average price point of row houses sitting around 356,000, and right in line with the year-to-date average there. So, again, row houses in demand as it's under that 500K threshold price point there. And then rounding off with apartment sector there, we can see that the sales are up 50% a year to date there, performing really well still. We have seen new listing inventories increase as well, but not enough to offset the amount of sales that are happening there. So it's keeping our months of supply at 2.61, but well below the last couple of historical years of supply that was sitting at like 5.5%. So, again, if you're thinking about getting into a backyard, you want a little bit more space. Now may be the time to consider putting your apartment up for sale there, where we can see that the price point is up about 6.5% on the average price. Last month our average price dipped a little bit, but it's still above the year-to-date average there, with sales being up about 11% a year over a year. So all in all, performing very strong. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about what's specifically going on in your marketplace, whether that be community or style, price point, we'd love to get you dialed in. It's a no obligation to you. It's a hassle-free consultation. We just want to get you tuned into what's going on in the marketplace. So that's what's happening here at the beginning of the start of November here. Remember, we've got Remembrance Day coming up on Friday here. Take the time to remember those that have served our country, whether that be military or our first responders. They do a lot of hard work for us, a lot of stuff that we don't see, and a lot of stuff to be appreciative for. Enjoy the rest of the week. Cheers.